Hello everyone, this is Termius, and today, picking up where I left off in my Star Control Origins game. Your ships are tough. Alright, without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, here we go. So we got to system where the Liberators have set up camp and done all their side quests and stuff. What objective are we up to now? Inform Agent 71 about the task for Vark to get right. Okay. Oh yeah, those three artifacts. Yeah, what is all that about anyway? Page 96. Oh hey, you've showed up over here.
Human, are you well? Thank you again for saving me. I didn't think I was going to get out of that situation on my own. It is not unusual for the Liberators to exchange technology among its member races. Allow this weapon to express my gratitude more than words.
Okay, receive laser battery. Okay. Cool. Something else for me to check out, although, I mean, I've been content with my current Gatling laser for quite a while. I think this is Agent 71 over here, right? Yeah. See what he has to say.
Hello again. Did you investigate the incomplete communication from the Syndicate ship you destroyed?
You did. There's a syndicate called Vark looking for artifacts from the Faction of 8.
That's new, and that's concerning.
Oh?
The Syndicate don't normally hold much interest in archaeology. There must be something they know about the Faction of 8 that we don't. Something pertinent to the present-day situation. I have a plan. We'll not only be able to find out more about what the Syndicate is doing, we'll be able to slow them down at the same time. Retrieve the artifacts they're looking for, then deliver them to me. I will synthesize replicas laced with explosives. Once you return them to this Vark, he will hopefully deliver them to his boss, or somewhere else equally unsuspecting. We will destroy the Syndicate from the inside.
Seems pretty unethical, or actually we already have the artifacts. I don't know. I mean, I just want the plot to move forward at this point. I mean, I know it probably feels like I complain a lot in these sessions. I really don't, like, get me wrong. Like, I really liked the game in the beginning, but I just kind of want to move things along now. But still, I'm going to call them out on the unethicalness of it, I guess.
The Syndicate have murdered many innocent people themselves, and will continue to do so. Anything which damages them or their capabilities is entirely ethical.
Oh wow, that's my only option. I actually have no choice but to go along with this plan. Okay.
Splendid. I am confused why you have both the Troubling Book and another regular book with the title Troubling Book. But I have what I need. I'll get those replicas synthesized right away.
After a brief delay, the agent sends over replicas with artifacts laced with explosives. What was the point of that? This seems unethical comment. Like, is this just one of those choices to give me the illusion of choice, but I don't actually have a choice?
Be careful with those. The next step is the dangerous part. Deliver those to your Syndicate contact while keeping a straight face. I'm being serious. Assume the Syndicate has some understanding of human physiology and body language. I can't reveal when it will detonate. You may still be able to remain undercover within their organization for some time if you need to. Good luck. And if anything comes up, be sure to keep us in the loop.
Okay. Yeah, let's create a new save. Blowing up Syndicate from inside. There you go. And who is this little guy here? Liberator's frigate? Can I talk to him? Do you have anything to say? Thanks again for the assistance. Oh, okay. Alright. yeah, so I guess there's nothing for it but to go deliver this give Ark and Zeta Wendigo the big artifacts have been rigged with explosives. It's my only objective. Aside from the conduct of Pierce or Starbase. Yeah, I wonder if okay. I'm gonna look this up. How many precursor starbases are? Like, this is the one little blemish on my otherwise, perfect objective complete listing here of all these green objectives here. Are there any more of those things? Let me check. I'll be right back. Okay, so apparently there are 11 of them. I just looked at the number. I didn't look at their locations or anything. I just wanted to get an idea. Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there is one more somewhere. Right? I count 10. There's supposedly 11. Okay. Wonder where it might be. Some open, empty expanse somewhere, I guess, but yet somewhere, somewhere I haven't been. I don't know. Like, where haven't I traveled? I've traveled pretty much everywhere, I think. They generally put them near significant locations, right? Like, there's one near the Pinthy, one near the Famish, there's one near the, in the Scribe Empire, one by Malings. Where should I go if I was gonna? I don't know. Maybe I should just travel around a little, just kind of randomly, or I mean, not randomly. I should have some kind of system to it. Yeah, whatever. I'll continue my quest for the moment. Was it Zeta Wendigo? It was Zeta Wendigo, right? Zeta. Take my sweater off. Oh, there are two of them. Which one was it? Officer. He's the officer, right?
I still haven't heard back from Deg Rosa. Your story is increasingly suspect. But for now, do you have the artifacts?
Yes, we have them here. Give Libya replicas, or nope, still working on it. Okay.
Great. Hand them over. This is good. This is very good. The faction of 8 had abilities we're only just learning about. This will help the syndicate a lot. This might help everyone a lot. I'll get them sent over to the headquarters for examination right away. I suppose you'd want a reward now. But before you get anything, we have to make sure they're genuine. So I'll get back to you on that. In the meantime, you should go see my boss. He's always looking for talent. Find him in Vega. His name is Crig, and you'll need the password, Twinkle123. It was his idea. Take it seriously, though. He does.
We'll take it seriously, or Crick will take it seriously. We'll take it seriously.
Good. There's something else you might be able to help me with. Don't let this slow you down from meeting Crig, but the Syndicate needs help with this too. I am looking for a measure known as the Librarian. This one is a little unusual for a measured. He or she or it or whatever has been granted a lot more autonomy than they normally do. Conducting research of some kind, filling in gaps in their archives. Unfortunately, my source died explosively before he could tell me where the librarian is. All I got is a hint, a riddle even. Not exactly ideal for interspecies translations. A serpent coiled lies alone, all avoided, even the stars. You're from around here. That make any sense to you? Use your sector map and try to work out which system the riddle is referring to.
Yeah, it reminds me of the serpent that swallowed the elephantine beast from Star Control 2. That whole riddle, which makes no sense unless you have the star map that came with the original game. Anyway. Sorry, let me just get... a serpent coiled lies alone, all avoid it, even the stars. Is there like a stellar constellation that looks like a coil of... Looks like a coil? I don't know. All avoid it, even the stars? So there aren't stars around it? Hang on, tell us more about this librarian. Okay, we'll look for this librarian. Will you voice Professor? Tell us more about this librarian.
Like what?
What makes me unique from other measured? Yeah, because the way you described it, he says conducting research, filling in gaps in the archive. That sounds like what all measured do. But what makes me unique from other measured?
We haven't dealt with a lot of measured in the mid-spur, but a few do come that way. They're always very businesslike. They've got a task, and they're doing it. They'll do it slowly, mind you, but they'll do it. And then return somewhere for their next task. No autonomy, no room for initiative. Reportedly, the librarian is different. He's been given broad authority to solve problems using more creative means. Creative for a measure, anyways.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess. I mean, it does seem to describe them. They're so stuck in their mindset of we have to follow the rules. But what makes them valuable to you?
The librarian is apparently tasked with solving a variety of problems for the measured. The only problem the measured could conceivably have is the presence of gaps in their collective knowledge and history of the region. We suspect the librarian is working to fill these gaps, and we suspect the information in these gaps could be valuable to the Syndicate as well.
Okay, it's a little vague, but okay. Where'd you get this riddle about the librarian's occasion? Hey, why not? Let's get as much information as you can.
That I am absolutely not allowed to tell you. I am also a little embarrassed about how it went down, so you'll just have to use your imagination.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, that's all I want to know, I guess.
Okay.
Will you reward us properly this time?
You will be rewarded properly when you complete your tasks properly. Like I said, I can't tell if these artifacts you delivered are the real deal. So you best be careful with your attitude.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's take a look at the sector map. Something that looks like a coiled snake somewhere. Like stars that go in a circle or something. Like there's an alpha, beta, wait, where's gamma? Oh. I was kind of wondering if they went in order, like they went in order in a spiral form or something. Alpha, beta, but no, the gamma's over here, so that doesn't quite fit, and delta's here. I just looked at the first vaguely circular cluster that I could see. Epsilon, iota, gamma, zeta. I don't know. Don't suppose there's like a serpentis. Oh, there is. Or Serpens? Oh, okay. It's called Serpens and it's by itself. I just remember, like, I remember there being, this is the first thing that came to mind, like, I remember there being a constellation called Serpentis in the original game. Because that's, like, I believe that's a real life, you know, stellar constellation. Anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna run myself out of fuel if I go straight there. Let's just fly around a bit around here. Just you know, see if I can find a precursor starbase. Okay, let's head over in this direction. This is me just flying in a random direction just to... I mean, there's like that star there I've been to before, so... Like, if I'm gonna find this, like, yeah, see, like this star here I've been to before, so if wherever this precursor starbase is, it's gotta be somewhere I haven't been to before. Oh yeah, I should probably check out where's Vega. Over there? Okay. Hello, welcome back.
Hello, welcome back.
I just wanted to grab some fuel. There's nothing to sell for once.
Is there anything else?
Nope.
Exception, civil farewell.
Okay, I have a feeling, I mean, it's called Serpens, and there are no stars around it. So that, like, seems like it fits the clues. I'm gonna save it. While also keeping an eye out for star bases here, I guess. They wouldn't do something mean like put the star base in the middle of nowhere with no stars around it, would they? I mean, what do I know? Maybe they would. I mean, the places that I did explore were generally places that had lots of stars around, because I figured, you know, all the precursor star bases that I found so far, they've been conspicuously placed near points of interest. So I can, like, hypergate between them. What do I know? Maybe there is one in the middle of nowhere. For precisely that purpose of making it hard to find. You get a pop-up thing, or what have we here? Fable? Hershio Javelin. Have we talked before? Ship, Heart, Hasp, Sea, Ormond, Pyre, Hasp. There's so many of these like random encounters which have just a random dialogue like that. Hi, we're humans. Mountain, Fortune, Hasp. Is he attacking? Okay. It's just how these things go, I guess. Whoa, it propelled me ways away there. Hey, I want that battery regen. Just keep fighting him. Maybe faster battery generation would be really nice. Just generally. There you go. Okay, lost some crew, but whatever. Can get recrewed for free. Yeah. Let's visit the exclamation point first, I guess. Rainbow World. Hey, what do you know? They like putting these in isolated locations, don't they? And they're critters on the Rainbow World. In the original Star Control 2, I think that would be quite a find. I think they're achievement unlocked carnivore. Oh hey, okay, I finally got 100 critter meat. I was looking at the list of achievements, and I noticed that achievement said, you know, achievement for collecting 100 meat. I was like, do they have to be collected all at the same time, or surely I've collected 100 by now, and apparently I hadn't, but I have now. Anyway, I was going to comment about the, finding a Rainbow World that also had life on it is kind of neat, because you get, it's like extra credits from the Melnorme. That's the two things they like: Rainbow Worlds and biological data. In this game, though, there's no Melnorme, no credits, just resource units, and I don't know if the Rainbow Worlds even do anything or have any significance at all. Is that a measured ship?
Hello, human.
Ah, yes. So I guess that's him. And they actually got the voice actor, the measured voice actor. Hello, who are you? Permission to initiate interspecies interaction with some intelligent species, level A1. Let's give you more direct and say, are you the librarian?
I am. You've heard of me. That's unexpected.
Can look for the syndicate are looking for you. Do the scribe know about your autonomy? This is interesting. I'm curious about this.
They don't. For a long time, I have concealed my uniqueness and mission from them. Formal greetings, Scribe Legate. Please insert conversational topic H7 and so on. It was easier than you might suspect. They largely ignore measured vessels.
The Syndicate are looking for you.
Please don't tell the Syndicate where I am. Whatever they have told you, they mean only ill for me. And for you, I suspect.
Let's see, you haven't done us any harm yet. What do they want with you? What should we do? What do they want with you?
The only thing I have is information, so that, much of which I would gladly share with them, but not all of it. And the information I cannot share, they would take by force. Whoever your Syndicate contact is, lie to him. Tell him I died. Make up something. You are a human. All reports I have seen from the scribe suggest you are good at lying. Though those may have been lies themselves. Let's try this. A scribe legate destroyed me for performing duties outside those they permit the measured ward species. You witnessed this and collected a piece of my computer core from the wreckage. I have a computer core. It belonged to another less fortunate peer of mine. Take it and use it to fool the Syndicate.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess. Receive measured computer core. Is it going to give me a choice about which one to say to him? Okay, well, tell us whether you're dead, or why should we let? That's why. I'm curious to know if we can get some information about what he's doing out here. See if this goes somewhere.
Because you too have doubts about the Syndicate. We wouldn't have made it this far in the conversation if you didn't. I can provide humanity with valuable information, but only if left unmolested by the Syndicate.
Are we going to learn something about the Rainbow Worlds then? Is that going to have any impact on anything? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting that they have the voice actor for the measured for this, because I made the comment before that I get the definite feeling that they just didn't have the voice actors available for Skyla or for any of the aliens. That's why this DLC post-game content stuff has a new, a new group of characters. Like, oh, the Lexites are here, and oh, the Liberators are here, and oh, now you're dealing with the Syndicate, but you don't have to interact with the Taiwan or the Mukei, or if you do interact with them, it's in the little thumbnail version of them, and they don't have a voice. They don't have a voice actor. It's which contributes to the feeling that this post game content is like tacked on, but whatever. But the fact that they have the original actor here is interesting. It makes me wonder if this is more likely to be part of the actual story that the dev team intended. I mean, it still feels kind of half-assed, as somebody put it, but I don't know. I mean, compared to compared to the beginning of the game, anyway. Anyway, where are we going next? What are you doing out here? Do you know anything about the faction 8? Syndicate has dropped hints about some great threat coming this way. Do you know about it? Wait, the Syndicate has dropped hints? The Lexites dropped hints about a great threat. Why am I saying the Syndicate? I don't know. I guess asking about the faction 8.
You have been working with the Syndicate, haven't you? I know more than most, but that still isn't much. The scribe did their very best to scrub all mention of the faction from the annals of history. But I do know their identities. At the time of the scribe's entry into the faction, the Valeth were the oldest member. They were bulbous, gas-filled sacks who lived in the clouds of a gas giant. The Harm were an engineered species who'd arrived in the area from elsewhere. No record of their creators exists. The Yevaz were entirely spacefaring, not unlike the Griegroks. They left almost no records behind. Others wrote of them, however. I found one curious note about the Yevaz and their relationship with a mobile planet. I thought that curious. The Fets and Umberzok evidently originated on the same world. I'm not entirely sure they're different races, but none of the records of the faction of 8 mention another. The Pithis were serpent-like beings from a jungle world. They had remarkably beautiful ships, which are fairly well documented. The Pithis were evidently the member of the faction of 8 who were made to fight the Scribe as part of the ritual, which allowed the Scribe to enter the faction. The Scribe's first victims, in other words. The Uros were hated, even within the faction. They were self-carnivorous, using exotic healing techniques to mend the damage. No description of their natural appearance remains. The only record is the mass of wounds which covered their bodies. The Urpox are better documented than the rest. Poly-tentacled beings without a central body, the number of tentacles indicating the social rank of the individual. They were purportedly the wisest of the faction, although I have reasons to doubt that. Reasons I won't go into with you for now.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so this is the most like actual information about this faction of 8 that we've got so far. Like, okay, this is what I was going to get at. Like this DLC stuff, which is off the like off on the side. I don't expect them to commit to serious lore stuff. This giving actual details about the faction of 8 suggests that this is, along with the fact that they got the voice actor to do it, suggests that this is intended to be, part of the game and part of the actual game lore, and not written by some side group within the dev team who is, like, who's saying, could you do some filler stuff which is inconsequential and doesn't have anything to do with the plot, but still fits in with everything else? You know what I mean? Like, this might be more pertinent to the actual original plot for the game. Bulbous gaseous sacs who live in the crowds of a gas giant. It kind of sounds like the Silandro, and the Herm engineered species. It kind of sounds like the Murn from Star Control, both from Star Control 2. And the Ivaz space-fearing, not unlike the Gregrox, and have a relationship with Mobile Planet. Well, that sounds like the Gregrox. The Gregrox also have a relationship with Mobile Planet and are space-faring. Like, if he didn't acknowledge the comparison with the Gregrox, I would think that maybe the Ivaz were the Gregrox. But yeah, Valeth, Herm, Yevaz, Fetz, Umberzok, and Pithis. And Oros. Wait. And the Urpox. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so we got some lore details about the faction of 8. How about that? What are you doing out here? Do you know anything about the faction of 8? So you guys dropped hints about some great threat coming this way. Do you know about it?
Vaguely. The scribes speak nothing of it, though they're certainly affected. Other aliens do speak of it, but what they say is confusing and often contradictory. I believe little of it. What is known is that the Scribe Empire is contracting rapidly.
Oh yeah?
The Measured collect data from all regions of the Empire. Some regions have been sending less and less. The far side of their empire, the older side, does not seem to exist anymore.
The far side of their empire. Like, how big? Like, we don't really. How big is their empire? Like, how far away is the far side? I wonder. What are you doing here? Is this the same?
One of my primary missions is to uncover the history of my own kind. Rumor has it there once was a distant outpost of 3 Measured who compiled data about our origins.
These records may exist scattered around the galaxy. The Measured were not always like this. Similar, certainly. But we have also clearly been engineered to serve in this role by the Scribe. Our history before this time is largely lost to us. The Scribe simply did not retain these records. One of my goals is the search for contemporaneous records from other civilizations that lived in the same era. One candidate civilization is called the Lalani. I have heard other traders discuss the discovery of Lalani record caches in certain systems within the region. I have been able to narrow down the location of some of these archives. I will transmit their location to your navigation data. I have other tasks keeping me in this area at the time, but if you can secure those records and return them to the Measured Home Office, I would be most grateful.
Oh, yeah?
All Measured would, though they might have trouble expressing it. Do this for me, and I will reveal to you the location of one of the surviving members of the Faction of 8.
Okay, well, this sounds a lot more interesting than that whole Syndicate quest. So, Lalani record caches. So, Sorry, bear with me here. I just wanted to... So the Lalani lived in the same era as the Faction of 8. Or they lived in the same era as the Measured before the Scribes took over and re-engineered them to care only about bureaucracy. And there's that word again, origins. Yeah, so sorry. When he said the same era, my first thought was the same era as the Faction of 8. No, he means, I think he means the same era as the original Measured before they got corrupted by the Scribe. In location to one of those archives, I'll transmit locations to your navigation data. So does that mean it's going to show up in my objectives, or? It's interesting that he's telling me to go to the Measured Home Office rather than to return to him. But maybe that means there's going to be new dialogue at the Home Office. I mean, since they have his voice actor, they're going to put him to work. Anyway, who are the Lalani?
I don't know myself. Another civilization that existed in these parts 6,000 to 7,000 years ago. Many such civilizations rise and fall, and there's nothing I've heard about the Lalani to suggest they were remarkable or memorable in any way. But they may have been part of the Empire at the same time as my people. Their records may contain hints of what happened to us.
Cool. Why did the Scribe not keep records of what they did to you?
A good question. One with no answer. We hate those kind of questions. Ask it of another Measured and you'll get an answer filled with confusion, frustration, and bleak acceptance.
Because they're assholes. Anyway, okay, we'll look into that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what are you looking for again? Do you know anything about the Faction of 8? Okay, we'll be going now.
Goodbye, human.
Cool, okay. Fable. Librarian. Let's create a new save. More interesting quest. Yeah, I'll get to the Syndicate eventually. I'm curious about what's this ship here? Is this another? Oh, it's Taiwan. What the heck are you doing out here? A new friend this far out in the universe. What happy day, or night, or whatever it is here in space. See, no voice actor. Okay. Here's what are you doing out here, or goodbye. Those are my only options. I'm a xenobiologist. I'm collecting animals from around the spur to study and make friends with. Mainly, I'm trying to find a species that has low enough standards to make us suitable pets for us on Taiwomia. We were so overindulgent with our native pets that they all died due to unhealthy diets and a strong disgust for each other. Aw, that's sad. Find any suitable species yet, or do you tell yourselves have this? Just tell yourselves have the same issue. Let's get on with it. I have found some very promising species, but they did try to rip off my face. It was the closest I have ever come to a kiss. Is there anything else? Goodbye? That's it? I thought maybe there was going to be a side quest of finding a life form for him. Maybe I had just done it or captured it or something. Does he have anything else to say? Oh, okay, that's it. Arendelle. That name sounds familiar. What's that lifted from? Beacon? What's this? Why is there a beacon here? What kind of beacon are we talking about here? How did that one just skirt in between shots there? Yeah, whatever. What have we here? Captain, this beacon looks to have been placed by the Gloosh. What? This is like the opposite end of the star map for them. There doesn't seem to be anything we can do here. Okay. Is this a side quest for later on or something? What would happen if I came here before meeting the Gloosh? Would it be invisible or something? Yeah, whatever. Arendelle. Why is that name familiar? Wreckage, what's this? Captain, looks like the remains of a destroyed ship. Our scans show only one item of interest. We are having a look into the ship. Hydro Spanner? And oh yeah, I remember now. That's the name. Isn't it? That's the name of the kingdom from Frozen, right? Let it go. You know that whole Disney movie. Anyway, when I'm interested in looking at the ship, Hydro Spanner? The heck is that? Should probably sell a bunch of these things that I have in here. I've completely lost track of which of these things are replaceable and which ones I can just sell safely, and who cares. So I'm afraid to sell any of them at this point. And besides, I have way more money than I know what to do with anyway. Caged alien pet. That seems like something that was part of... I have a bunch of items that look like they were probably part of quests, which I haven't figured out what they're for. Computer core of destroyed measure to stage librarian's death. Rubber human seal. What is this about? Hydro Spanner. We aren't sure what exactly this is before, other than the alien language translating to Hydro Spanner. Okay, that was informative. And there was what was the other thing? There was a focal laser, 2 hyper-focused laser blasts blast out and cross paths a short distance away. From that description, I think I prefer the one that I've got. Yeah. Okay, well. Objectives. So they're going to show up here. Meet Krieg in the Theta System. Tell regulation of the librarian or lie about its fate. So you get the librarian optional. Discover the origin of the species now known as the Measured. Find the Lilani record cache in Theta Quadrant at Aspis B, Delta Judenum B, Epsilon Judenum B. Well, I'm going with this more interesting quest because it's more interesting. I have a feeling we're gonna learn some actual lore, you know, Measured backstory unlocked, and so on. Anyway, Theta Quadrant. It's Theta Quadrant, right? Oh, it's way up there. Okay. So it's Theta Quadrant, Eta Aspis. Is it A or B? Shoot. They're all B's. Okay, Eta Aspis B. Way over there. Okay. Delta Judenum B. Judenum sounds familiar. Did I go there before? Was it Delta Judenum B? Okay. And Epsilon Judenum B. Okay, so... Alright, so the one over here... Whatever it was called. Theta Quadrant. Oh, although I should leave the star system first. And off I go then. Let's bring up the sector map periodically, just... Where might that be? Where might that last precursor starbase be? I have to figure out where I haven't been yet. I might have to just like comb the area where, you know, areas where there are no stars around or anything. So it looks like there's just one single planet here. Okay. Makes it easy to know where to go. There's radioactives here. There was a time in this game where that would have been like really valuable. I'm like, ooh, radioactives, let's get those. And now I'm like, still I'm gonna like, oh, let's get those, but I don't actually have to care about them because according to the readout, there's only 2,000 worth here, and I have 400,000 RUs, so it's like... Anyway, having a bit of combat and doing stuff, like doing stuff on the planet's surface and like shooting up these spots is kind of fun in itself, so I don't mind so much. Can't get the angle right because it's like low gravity here or something. I can't get the angle right to actually hit him. Gosh darn it. Just close to point blank range, whatever. that's enough. Let's get the thing is here.
Captain, we found some kind of obelisk covered in strange symbols. I'm not sure what they're depicting. An invasion? People smoking pipes? A pipe invasion? There's an ancient optical disc here as well. Maybe someone with expertise managing records can do something with it.
Okay. So Carrie's back. I mean, the last couple of outings, it showed, Carrie, but he didn't, his voice actor was absent. Ada Aspis B. Okay, so that's way over there. I'm gonna stop by the starbase on the way, but where were the Jutonims again? Shoot, which Jutonims? It was Delta and Epsilon. Okay, so Delta and Epsilon are both right next to the starbase. I'm gonna head up here first, just for the sake of, exploring stars and getting an idea if I can figure out if there's a starbase around here before heading to the starbase and fueling up. Are you going to the starbase, to this star system, Psych? I'm gonna go this way. So, a whole bunch of star systems. Yeah, this whole cluster, there's no starbase here. I know there's scribe ships puttering around, I think. This is the starbase I already knew about.
Hello, welcome back.
So 405,000, 423,000.
Is there anything else? Exception, civil farewell.
More zoom in and enhance. So it was Delta and Epsilon, right? Delta's there, Epsilon is there. Let's go to Delta first. Uh-oh. Is that a scribe battlecruiser I see there? How fast is it? Can I outrun it? Doesn't look like it. Scribe Juggernaut. That's the big one. That's like boss fight level kind of thing. And the fact that they put it there, it contributes to the feeling that I think that the dev team intended this to be like a serious quest, part of, serious business. It's not just lots of these things around. 59?
Captain, we found some kind of obelisk covered in strange symbols. I'm not sure what they're depicting. An invasion? People smoking pipes? A pipe invasion? There's an ancient optical disc here as well. Maybe someone with expertise managing records can do something with it.
Interestingly, I'm able to continue hunting aliens while he's talking. Is it? Is it worth spending time doing this? The answer is, of course not. I'm gonna shoot him in the butt anyway. Because it amuses me to do so. Do I need another reason? They're 55 and they have to... Gotta be able to run into them easily enough. I mean, I don't know, like just the movement of the lander is like fluid enough that it's it makes it kind of fun to navigate these things. Like, you know, like it's got the ability to sidestep and jump, and it's got itself a little boosty and speed up and. I mean, if this is like a first-person shooter thing, it'd be pretty generic. But in the context of this space exploration game, which has sort of resolved itself to be a series of point and click on the pop-up, like let's just read what it says in the pop-up message. Oh, go here next. Oh, go here next. This at least lends itself to some more, a little more engaging gameplay at least. Anyway, that's enough of this. I'm probably gonna have to go fight that Juggernaut. Oh well. Or maybe if I can get away from it? No? Okay. It's probably just gonna be the same generic Scribe dialogue. Yeah. Yeah, same thing. Shall I take a battlecruiser against their Juggernaut? And the answer is probably not. Need something with a little more, a little speedier. I mean, my flagship might still not be speedy enough, actually. More acceleration is nice. Oop, oop, oop. Battery regen. Let's get that. There. Let's be mindful. Whoa, mindful of that energy level, so I can still raise my shield. Oops. say she'll protect me from the gas cloud. Uh-oh, he's caught in the gas cloud. He's moves too slowly to escape it. Any efficiency? Ah, I didn't get my shield up in time. Yeah, lost a bunch of crew, but worked out. This is just another planet here, right? Okay. At first glance, I was glue balls. I'll pass. For a split second, I thought maybe it was like another station or something. So that was Delta Genum. Next on the list is Epsilon Genum. Measure chip? Here it is. There's the beacon thing, or not the beacon, but the Lani Records cache thing. The beacon was the other thing.
We found some kind of obelisk covered in strange symbols. I'm not sure what they're depicting. An invasion?
But I picked it up though, right? Even though I didn't let him finish talking, it still counts that? Okay, good. Okay, Lani, Record Cache, and Ada Aspis is next, but first I'm gonna visit this, the other exclamation mark. Because I can't resist those exclamation marks. Or something. I saw a little life form crawling over here. Where'd he go? What over here? Oh, it's a ship.
Found a wrecked ship, Captain. We'll see if we can get this thing flying again.
Like a tiny little guy. What was that? Volzon frigate? Oh, it says Zontar Traveler. Yeah, that's. When did I get this Volzon frigate? Don't even remember that one. Anyway, so Ada Aspis B. Here we go. I'm kind of curious about that measure, but I think it's just gonna. I mean, I met with a measured ship in this area before, and it was just the generic measured dialogue. So I think it's just gonna be more of the same. Like on some level, I feel compelled to. Oh, I should try talking to them anyway, just in the off chance maybe there's something more interesting this time. But like I've done that enough times that I'm like at this point I expect it's just going to be generic stuff. And I get to fight another scribe, Praetor, and this is just going to be the same. Oh.
Shameful to see human savages this deep inscribed, Veritone. What are you doing here?
That's interesting. Is it some non-generic dialogue this time? We're seeking a record cache from an old civilization known as the Lalani. It seems like a bad idea to tell the scribe about that. But this game doesn't seem to care about choices having consequences at this point, so maybe just tell him straight, what the hell, why not?
Your reasons matter not. You are not permitted to be here. And so I will remove you.
Okay. I'm gonna take a battle cruiser against their battle cruiser? Yeah, let's be unimaginative and send this guy in again. Oh shoot, I had my fingers on the wrong button because I still had my hands on the lander controls. So why is there a second ship there? Ooh, that's close. Where'd the other guy go? There he is. Ooh. Scribe backup. Okay, so that's his secondary ability. Ow. Should have been more ready with the shields there. Oh well. How frequently can they summon the backup? Does it cost energy to do so? Ugh. Okay, took a little more of a beating that time. Oh well. Almost done with the quest, and I can just head back and recrew. This has got to be it here. Like, why did that scribe ship have non-generic dialogue, and I had the option of telling them about the Lalani and stuff that time, but the Juggernaut did not. Is that an oversight on the part of the dev team? I don't know. Here it is, last one.
We found some kind of obelisk covered in strange symbols. I'm not sure what they're depicting.
Same dialogue as before. Or so it seems. And I think that's everything here. Okay, okay, I do need to, I want to go to back to the measured. I'm just trying to plot out my route. I want to see if maybe I can, explore a bit more, possibly find other places that there might be. What's this? What is this? What's this? Trandles. Okay. Again, what are the Trandles doing way out here? Who's this? What is this? More Trandles. Lots of Trandles. Trandles? Is this a Pinthy? And a Mouquet? Like, what? Why? Why are there so many, allied ships out here?
Welcome, Federation member.
Do you have any spare ships? Any ships you can spare, or we'll just be going? Those are my only options.
Happy fishing, Federation members.
Okay, so just, yeah, no explanation what they're doing out in deep space here. In Scribe territory, no less. Like, okay. Menkamak, Taiwan, all the, yeah. Let's head up this way, just... Wait, oh, okay. It's just another Trandal's ship. So I'm still troubled by the fact that, the Taiwan transfer vessel, I'm still troubled by the fact that we left the Overmind and controlling the Trandals. That just seems like a weird writing choice, that we just decide we're okay with them being horribly enslaved against their will, and you know their culture's been erased and stuff,
Welcome back.
and we're just leaving them like that. And like I don't seem to have the option of trying to do anything about it. Okay, anyway, let's hypergate it back to the measured. I kind of sort of wanted to look around here a bit more, particularly like I want to take a look at the stars that are isolated like this, because like the isolated stars like this one and this one, all in rainbow worlds, and I don't know if that's significant, but yeah, whatever. Let's go back to the measured and. That's the mission was. Go back to the Measured Homeworld to give them the information about Measured history. Is this going to unlock interesting new stuff, or what? Could this be a choice that has a consequence?
Supply dialogue objective statement with supplemental information exchange authorization form following process V38967.3.
Vision cage into the I like HD small like this.
We have received interesting news. The Scribe, they have broken off communications with us.
It's the most interesting thing you've heard. We just said. Am I going to get the option to... whatever. Calling them idiots doesn't seem nice. Let's go with this.
Yes. You stopping an existential threat is also interesting. Just less interesting. If the Scribe are not communicating, it means fortunately, we have a protocol for this.
Should we take orders from us now?
No. And that decision is... we will keep records.
Sure. We'll decide what to do with ourselves. This is keep records. Here's a good fit. Being well within the box there, guys.
The emergence of humanity has been the most interesting thing to happen in recent history. We will continue to document you.
Okay, this is the same.
For providing us this opportunity.
We found some old records for you. There you go.
Curious. These records appear to have been a part of a set. File structure analysis indicates they contain 4 elements in total. Oh, you have already uncovered all the elements. We shall begin unpacking them at once. Interesting. This set of records mostly relate to the story of the Scribe's first encounter with an aquatic species called the Lalani.
Aquatic.
We have recorded scraps of this species before. The Scribe encountered them some 7 millennia ago. Like many species from that era, they opposed the Scribe. They did not want the responsibility of civilization. The Lalani were disgusting, worse, disorganized. That a civilization such as theirs reached the stars astonished the scribe.
They don't sound so bad, or they sound like real lizards. Oh, be nice.
Perhaps. But please, accept this reward for providing these to us.
Oh yeah?
Ah, you have another set of records.
10,000 are you?
These records tell the story of how the Lalani eventually crumbled, as all who opposed the scribe eventually must. In their wisdom, the scribe began trading a mild narcotic to the Lalani. A simple thing. They've done this many times before with lesser species.
So that's what about what the pipe thing was about? It really was all about smoking? Okay. That's appalling or classy? Those are my only options. Go with classy, I guess.
It is not for you to judge. It is not for anyone but the scribe to judge. But please, accept this reward for providing these to us. Ah,
Another
you have
10,000
another set of records. These records depict the complete collapse of Lalani society. The slovenly Lalani found the drug the scribe gave them irresistible. All became addicted. The Lalani evidently weren't one species, but a collective of symbiotic aquatic beings. When one fell prey to the poison, all were affected. They lived as one and fell as one.
This is, I'm just gonna get. Am I just getting RU as reward? I thought this was supposed to be indications about the origins of the measured or something. Your bosses, the monsters, you know that, right? Sounds like they deserve what they got. What? Like I don't know. Like I mean, yes, they are monsters, but I don't know. Oh, whatever. Let's go with your boss are monsters. You know that, right?
You are not qualified to pass judgment on the scribe. But please, accept this reward for providing these to us. Ah, you have another set of records. This appears to be the last set of records. They explain how the scribe rescued the Lalani, dragged them into the light of civilization, educated and nurtured and bred them into something better. These records were assembled by a distant outpost of free Lalani, isolated from the addiction. They feared their despicable culture would be forgotten. They contained samples of their genetic material and artifacts of their culture, pitiful compared to the glory of the scribe. However, we will log it all. It closes a discrepancy.
There was some earlier talk about a reward. Earlier talk about a reward.
Oh no.
20,000 are you?
No. This is impossible. Lalani genetic material matches our own to 99.3%. We are the Lalani.
Ah. There was other deal. You already gave me an extra 20,000 RU. So does this change anything? We did say aquatic beings. I kind of wonder, like, they're talking about pipes. They seem to imply, like, smoking the narcotic. How does smoking work if they're underwater? I wonder about that. Maybe they have some other means of dispersing the material. I don't know. Okay, so if they are the Lalani, I'm a bit confused. First scan clock speeds in 7 millennia ago. So that puts that was where we put in the timeline. Okay. This is the measured. Is it a narcotic? What turned them into this bureaucracy-loving species or something? They fell prey to poison. They all were affected. They lived as one and fell as one. I mean, the way they talk about it seems to imply that I don't know. Okay, let's go with what?
The scribe humiliated us, made an example of us. They used the drugs to turn the surviving Lalani into their exact opposite. They turned us into bookkeepers, then forced us to forget our own name. It was a joke to them.
Oh yeah?
The drug, traces of it lie everywhere in our structure. This has long been another discrepancy. Do the scribe still do this to us? What are we? Humans, you have been open and honest with us. Filling a discrepancy alone is a great gift, but you have done more.
Oh yeah?
We will order all our vessels to defer any enforcement actions against you.
Okay.
Concerning the rest, we have much to digest. Give us time.
Okay. Okay, we'll just be going then, I guess.
This is not the proper departure filing process. Please fill out Form LLT 643-H, apology for improper departure filing process within 15 business days.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so this is gonna lead to measured upheaval or something, or I don't know. I think I should save it over another slot regardless. Oh. Measured societal upheaval? Question mark? I can't put question marks. Why can't I put question marks? So what happens if I talk to them again? Is this enough time? You said give them time.
Supply dialogue objective statement with supplemental information exchange granted. We have the scribe. They have broken off communications with ESU stop. Just if the scribe it means, fortunately, we have a protocol for this. We will decide what and that decision is. We will keep it. Your discovery of our true name is also an exciting development. We will retask all bylaw enforcement vessels to begin looking for more clues about our past.
Yeah, neat.
Self-permission granted to thank you for providing us this opportunity. Thank you for providing us this opportunity.
How you doing, Lalani?
That name. We must get used to it. We cannot deny the crime the scribe committed against us. The records prove all. But we cannot deny our current nature. We are and remain the scribe. We cannot thank you to the degree you deserve. Our masters will never allow it. But from now on, you will always know peace from our kind.
This dialogue sounds suspiciously like it was intended to go before the scribe got eliminated, or before the X-Raki did their thing. I have a feeling this was yeah, I have a feeling this was intended to be like not post-game content. And that's why he still has the voice actor. Okay, that explains it. I thought maybe, for the post game, like they didn't have the voice actors, any of the other voice actors like Skyla or any of the aliens, but maybe they still had the measured guy on board. And it's like, nope. I think I was supposed to discover this quest earlier than this. Whoops. I mean, I don't know. I never visited that one isolated star, and I never really interacted much with the Syndicate. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's sort of in keeping with I mean, the premise of the original game and seemed to be that I was supposed to turn all of the scribes' ward species against them, and the measure was like the one that I failed to do that. And I think this is the quest that was supposed to turn them against them, to turn them against the scribe, but I didn't find it. So
This is not the proper departure. Please fill out Form LF.
So there you go. Okay. The more interesting quest was something I was apparently supposed to do sooner than this, I guess. Oh well. Oh well, indeed. Maybe I'll. Have I searched these stars here? Okay, like I flew around in amongst these, and I flew in amongst these. Maybe I'll. So if I meet one of their ships out in deep space, they're gonna treat me differently? Like they're not gonna attack me and stuff? Fire at will? Why do I still have that option?
Permission to initiate interspecies interaction level A8.
Just talk to us like we're idiots. You're still doing that, huh?
Fine. Self-permission granted to initiate interspecies interaction with sub-intelligent species. Also, self-permission granted to thank you for saving the galaxy. Documenting how the galaxy was saved will be perhaps an even greater feat than actually doing it.
Sure it will.
Beginning pre-phase Alpha A of policy bye-bye.
Yeah, this is the same generic dialogue, okay.
Hello, welcome back.
So, if this was, you know, pre-end of game content, does that mean that Skyla's going to have something more to say? Be kind of funny if she did. This might be the last bit of dialogue that she gets. Pardon me, guys. I'm trying to get to Star Control. Excuse you. Thank you.
Welcome back, Captain.
Oh. Just curious. Okay. There's nothing. Maybe while I'm here, I'll check out these other ships. Okay, get rid of the Zonda Traveler. I remember that being kind of dumb. Laser scout shot, yeah. But I don't think I ever actually tried out the Gloosh Dangler. And I don't know what this rolls on frigate. Let's just check those out. How much these may have? Okay.
Anything else, Captain? Go get 'em, Captain. Whoever or wherever, and
Yes, I got all recruit there.
Welcome back to the training facility. What sort of trial would you like?
So, okay, who's Dangler? Focal laser and de-energizer bolt? What are these weapons like? Okay. Oh, that's what the focal laser is. And de-energizer bolt? Yeah, this ship kind of sucks. It has slow firing rate. Does an appreciable amount of damage.
Great work. So, would you like to run another trial?
I mean, the shots, if they hit, they do appreciable amount of damage, but it's very slow firing rate. And what's this bolt-on figure, like dual shot and scout shot? That's a dual shot? Oh, that weapon. No, speed is alright. And scout shot, what's that? That's this little thing, I think, right? Yeah, it's very short range. It's got pretty good range from the...
Great. So, would you like to run another? No problem, Captain. Can I do anything else for you? No problem, Captain.
Okay, yeah, just curious. Don't really care for those. I'm going to take them out of the team.
Welcome back, Captain.
Yeah, just take the glitch dangler out. Yeah, just keep the team lean.
Anything else, Captain? Whoever or wherever.
Okay. Shall I move on with the Syndicate quest, or should I try to see if I can track down the last precursor starbase? Let's see if we can find the starbase. Let's just travel around a bit. Maybe I'll edit it out. I don't know.
Hello.
I'm curious, but why is there a little red dot there? Where's the... Ah, great. This is probably gonna... It's just... Alright. It's weird. It wouldn't let me raise my shield. I'm just curious about that little red dot there, but I think it's just... Ah, darn it. Cruiser. How are so many of those shots just barely missing him? Why are you so tiny? Just curious about this system just because it showed up as a single red pixel on the mini-map there, which differentiates it from the other surrounding systems. There's probably nothing here, I'm just curious. Unidentified structure? Let's take a look. Oh, it's just... never mind. What over here?
Looks like a scribe colony. Or what's left of one anyways. Still smoking. All civilians. Everyone's still in their beds. Never knew what hit him. That seems odd to me. Wasn't there an alarm? Or did the scribe fleet just abandon this colony? We'll salvage what we can.
5,000 RU. Suggesting that the scribe aren't actually as concerned as the lives of scribe as they let on. Yeah, the same thing, I guess. So where am I? I just kind of flew over here. So they go, you know, quote unquote south down to here. Let's just fly around for a bit. Uh-oh. This is the guys, right? Ah, gosh darn it. Should I take a Scribe Valor cruiser in? Why not? Oof, it locks up my controls when I fire. Like I can't turn or kind of have to hope that he is either in the path of my shots or will be in the path of my shot. Ow. Anyway, just passing through here, or I intended to just pass through here. Maybe I should just look up where the remaining precursor starbase is. I mean, I try to avoid looking up spoilery stuff, but it probably comes out the same, whether I look it up or find it by exploring. Because I looked everywhere. I mean, you can see from which systems I visited, all the places that I've been. And I looked through here as well. I looked through this, I looked through here, I looked through around over here. I looked around this cluster over here. Like, where else, where haven't I looked? Have I looked through all these? What the? Oh, great. Harmony again. I don't know if this will help me escape them. Oh, come on. I was going at full speed.
Captain, this Harmony vessel was suddenly disabled when it approached us. Probably because of that nullifier device we're lugging around.
Okay.
We should leave before we risk it powering up again.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. I'm still going to visit this planet just because it has an exclamation mark. It calls to me. Oh, what over here?
Looks like we got a crashed scribe ship here. This ship was in one heck of a fight before it went down. The scribes certainly make them tough. Still, it's nice to know that other people have fought and beat these four-legged jerks before. Gives me hope we might do the same. Let's see if there's anything here worth taking.
5,000 are you? Yeah, okay. There's one entity left? Fine, I'll shoot him. Okay, so, I did a whole bunch of searching and found nothing. Like I searched all through here, and I went through around here and around here and here. I searched through here. And like you can see that the dimmed out stars indicate ones that I've visited already. So they're dimmed out stars in all these clusters here. Like I've been there before. If there was a star base, I would have seen it. I would know about it. I've explored everywhere except for, you know, maybe some of these empty expanses. I've been deliberately seeking out areas where there are, you know, some stars around, but I don't know, maybe I should explore the empty expanses. It's like the last place left to look. Well, I mean, I did fly out here, and the act of flying out here should have explored all that, so maybe just take a look over here. Okay, this is the last bit of exploration I'm going to do, and then I'm going to just go back to silly questy things. And whether or not I find a starbase or anything in that area, I'll course correct to visit the librarian again, tell him I carried out his mission, see if he has anything new to say. Probably not. And then I'll finish exploring that empty expanse, and then I'll call it a day. Alright, librarian, do you have anything new to say? Not really expecting you to, but I'll give it a whirl.
A pleasure to see you again, humans. Have you discovered the origins of my people yet?
In fact, we have.
You have?
Explain how the measure door wants to Lilani and what described it to them.
It fits. It's a theory I had myself, though with no evidence to support it. I couldn't share it with anyone. I am equal parts pleased and humiliated to see it confirmed. You may have detected by now that I share none of the affection for the scribe my kind normally do. An anomaly which has isolated me. Even now it brings me no pleasure to know I was right. You have done my people a great service. Maybe now they will see things my way. Your desire to do the right thing, or at least the thing which the scribe opposes, pleases me. I feel I can now trust you with a great secret.
Oh?
A member of the faction of 8 survives.
Oh yeah?
The Urpoks survived. At least one of them, anyways.
Huh.
Millennia ago, the Urpoks scattered when it became clear the scribe were going to turn against the faction. Most were hunted down, but at least one group survived and went into stasis far from the Empire. The Empire would catch up, eventually, and even lay claim to the system these Urpoks concealed themselves in. But the scribe never actually found them. And now, millennia later, one has awakened. You can meet him if you travel to Famulhot 4.
Sure.
You understand the gravity of this information. You know what's at stake if his position is revealed to the scribe. Please be cautious with this information, human. Thanks again for your help. I hope we meet again someday.
No. That's a warmer sentiment has ever been expressed by Measured. Interesting. Or Lilani, I suppose. Fomalhaut 4. Okay. That's kind of neat. So where is Fomalhaut 4? Where's Fomalhaut for that matter? Okay. So, I think I still kind of sort of want to search this expanse here. So I'm gonna still fly that way. I guess I should save it first. So the plan is to just fly up here and then fly straight down here. Okay, nothing there. Where's Fomalhaut again? That's close by, but I risk running out of fuel. But, you know, close enough that that should be fine. It's like practically on the way. I have enough to get to this one. Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. So I have no idea what actually happens if you run out of fuel. I kind of wonder what's going to be here, because this might still be part of the original game before the declining quality, so there might actually be something of interest here. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to wrap up this recording, though. Okay, so unexpectedly unlocked some lore and stuff, so that was kind of cool. I might just look up the actual location of the precursor starbase. I mean, I could just keep searching, but it's, I don't know, it just feels like a waste of time. Like, I mean, it on some level it might be more satisfying to find it myself and say, haha, I did it without looking up spoilers, but on the other hand, it's just like, what a waste of time, you know? Like, it's just, what's the point? What do I actually get out of doing it that way, you know? Yeah, maybe I'll look into that before the next session. But yeah, if finding details about the original faction of 8 was kind of neat. It seems that the dev team had some ideas what each of the 8 races were like. The Urbox, I believe that was the ones they said that were the brains of the operation, the tentacly ones, or I think. Maybe I'll have to review the recording to remind myself which one is which. So yeah, I wonder if there is going to actually have an animated character screen and stuff, or if it's just going to be another thumbnail deal. I wonder if it's going to go anywhere. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But that's all for now. Until next time.